There is a famous English proverb that states the best throw of the dice is to throw them away, because that's the thing about dice. There is no telling how they're going to turn up, so might as well just toss them and hope for the best.
Some believe it's all about luck, while others think skill is involved. But one thing we should never leave to chance is the well-being of the veterans here on Delmarva. I think our next guest would agree. This is Ken Argot, the Executive Director of Diakonia, along with David Bowling, a chaplain with the U.S. Military Veterans Motorcycle Club. Thank you guys for being here today.
Thank you so much for having us.
Ken, can you tell us a little bit more about Diakonia?
So Diakonia is a homeless provider here on the Eastern Shore, especially the lower shore, the three counties of Wicomico, Worcester, and Somerset. And we serve homeless people, whoever they are. Starting in 2015, we targeted specifically making sure that no veteran should ever be homeless here on the lower shore. So we have a program with case managers where they will do everything from soup to nuts to get these veterans off the street. Whether it's shelter, if there's no bed at shelter, we'll put them up in the hotel for 60 days until we can find something else, and then getting them into their home, sometimes even paying half their rent through something we call a shallow subsidy program. If they can't, because sometimes vouchers, the HUD-VASH vouchers take a while. So this is just a program to start to make them grow independently, and a lot of the trauma that they've been through. We have a healthcare navigator who works with the VA clinics to make sure that they get to their appointments. So it's a comprehensive program to ensure that all the barriers to homelessness for veterans are removed.
Diakonia does a lot.
They do.
A whole bunch.
Yeah, our
and
staff
thank you
is
for that
amazing.
too. Thank you for that. Dave, tell us about you and your organization.
Well, the U.S. Military Vets Motorcycle Club was founded in Fort Lauderdale in 1987, and since then we've grown nationwide. And we just represent one chapter on the Eastern Shore who's proud to work side and side with Diakonia.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for doing that.
Now, where did you get the idea for the dice run that's coming up?
Yeah.
So in the past, there's been poker runs that have taken place on the Eastern Shore where different organizations, they do fundraisers and things,
right,
and make it fun. There's a lot of riders here on the Eastern Shore,
right.
So for our event, we're inviting anyone with wheels to come out to our event.
Okay, doesn't matter how many?
It doesn't matter. You can have, it could be a unicycle.
All right.
Jimmy's got one.
See, I was just going to point to you. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Anything with wheels, cars, Jeeps, go-karts, anything street legal, obviously. I'm not condoning any illegal behavior. Motorcycles, if it can run, we welcome you to join and participate.
I've got an idea how the poker run works. How does a dice run work?
Well, the poker run is similar to a dice run. Poker is usually like a standard 5-stop or 5-card draw.
Yeah.
In this case, it's dice. So we have 2 dice where we're going to have 5 stops established along the way.
Okay.
And we're going to have cards in place. So at each stop, it's $20 a card. You can buy as many as you'd like.
Right.
Once you stop at your first stop, you'll roll 2 dice. We'll record your score or total points of the dice. So if you roll 2 dice, there's 6 and 6, that's 12.
Okay.
So whatever the total of the 2 dice is, we record it on your card, we stamp it. You can enjoy food and beverages at the stops. Most of them supply that. And then you go to your next stop and so on and so on.
So you want 6s all the way through?
Yeah,
that's
or ones.
Or ones. Oh.
We do have cash awards for highest and lowest total scores.
We're running out of time, but I want to ask you real quick, where are the stops?
So the stops, the registration starts at 8:30.
Okay.
Last stop, the latest time you can arrive at the last stop is 3:30 in the afternoon.
Okay.
The following stops, the first stop is going to be the Delmar VFW. The second stop's the American Legion in Hebron.
Okay.
The third stop's the Tavern in Selbyville, Fenwick Island. The fourth stop is Bourbon Street on the beach. And then we'll have Paul and Vinny's in Ocean Pines, and then Oasis Bar and Grill in Whaleyville.
So please watch out for everybody on the road.
Absolutely.
It's going to be busy. All right, how can folks get involved? How do they get more info on this?
So they can go to www.diakoniaoc.org. It'll have a pop-up that will have the event May 17th, and they can order their tickets there. They can always come to the VFW in Delmar at 8:30 and register there if they want to do cash or something like that, or they can always send a check to Diakonia. which is 12747 Old Bridge Road.
Which is always appreciated.
Yeah, thank you.
Guys, thank you so much for talking to us today.
you.
By the way, we will, of course, have all of that information on DelmarvaLife.com with a link in case you didn't have time to write it down. Gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful talking to
Appreciate
you.
it.